One part is the external reality of lies and illusions, and the other part is the internal reality of your own lies and illusions. And this is the Chronicles where, if you want to confirm some things about your own awakening process, we can consider the walk-in process. So I am Cassandra, a walk-in. I walked into this body in 2012 in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States of America. I was at the Luxor Pyramid Hotel when the transference of the two souls occurred. A walk-in is known here as someone who has made a previous agreement that one soul would take the physical body, go through the birthing process, go through life, and then at a certain point, they would not choose to continue, and another soul that was done by a previous agreement would walk into that body. As of this recording, there are more and more walk-ins who have made themselves known, as well as been speaking for many years. From what I have observed here, many walk-ins have come into their bodies, usually from a traumatic event or events that have occurred in the previous soul's life experience. What that would look like is some walk-ins have undergone surgery and then the surgery going horribly wrong, and then the transfers occurs then, or a near-death experience where a lot of walk-ins come in through that experience. In that occurring, I've also observed that those walk-ins that have come into the body have had to spend years repairing and recorrecting. However, they come in with full memory of how to do that, and they have memory of where they were before, as far as what consciousness is, who they are as consciousness, what the DNA is doing, and they're able to share all of those pieces of information in support of humanity here, as well as expanding consciousness into humanity as we alter and ascend or awaken here on earth. My experience walking in, I did not walk into a body that had gone through a traumatic physical experience like an accident or a surgery or lifelong trauma and life experiences. I walked into this body that was pretty healthy. The main event leading up to the previous life leaving was because of a lot of questioning and a lot of trying to figure out what was going on within themselves, what was going on with other people, what was going on in their belief system. And in that journey, they discovered that everything they had believed in was a complete lie. The physical body itself, however, was pretty much a healthy body, and I was able to walk into this body. I do have the memories from the previous life experience because the cellular memory is in the body and you have all the memory there. So it's once you learn to drive a car, you always know how to drive a car unless your brain is injured and you have to rebuild the brain, which, that has happened to other walk-ins and they share their experiences. As for me, I walked in with clearing out all the emotional polarities and cellular memory of emotions and feelings attached to memories in the body, which I'm going to share how that happened. When I speak and share the walk-in story, I am going to begin with what the previous occupant, consciousness, if you will, experienced in their life prior to me walking in. I have the memory of that, and The walk-in experience is very supportive because it will actually give you so much more of a better understanding of how consciousness works, how the mind works, what the system works as well as what's going on in the matrix system, what went on in the world, belief systems, perceptions, reality, created reality, co-creation, and the big lie. In that aspect, no matter where you are in your journey, if you're just here out of curiosity and you wanna hear from a walk-in, you can see that I look normal, talk normal, and I am able to live and be active in this world as a human experiencing themselves just as you are. And in the walk-in process, I was able to keep memory full intact and see a lot of things that are very supportive in anyone's journey who is questioning their reality, have come across themselves awakening to questions that they previously hadn't thought of before. Many people have been on this path a long time as far as seeing that there is a great illusion here and a great lie that humanity has been given. And I would say are way showers to open up the pathway in this unit of time right now, and that is certainly impressive and certainly has not been an easy journey. When you awaken into the reality that maybe everything that you were raised in or raised as suddenly becomes not truthful, and you wake up to the reality that you've been lied to. And there's two parts to this. One part is the external reality of lies and illusions, and the other part is the internal reality of your own lies and illusions. And this is the Chronicles where if you want to confirm some things about your own awakening process, we can consider that the walk-in process is just a really fast way to blow out a lot of systems and awaken. And a walk-in, awaken, very similar. Awakening is a lot elongated. It's a slower process, and there are ways to navigate it much easier now than ever before. And this is why I'm sharing it, because in your journey or in our journey of the collective humanity, we need support and confirmation because in our container in this reality, we haven't been given all the information. These chronicles, I want to be a supportive tool to anybody who listens to them, whether you believe in a walk-in type of experience that someone may go through. I will share with you what the being before this experienced in their life and crack their own mind system, and then how I saw how that worked in order to support anybody that comes across this channel. Enjoy.